Hi, Patrick Russell, EA, with today's Caliente topic. What is a multi-level marketing company? Now, the name multi-level marketing may not be familiar, but the industry of direct selling products at house parties to family and friends and eventually co-workers, while simultaneously selling them on the wonderful stress-free life of being a sales consultant, has been part of the American economy for decades. All of my career, I've helped sole proprietors with their MLM businesses with names you've definitely heard of. Amway, Avon, Mary Kay, Lavelle, Precious Moments, Sensi, Tupperware. The list is pretty long. There are hundreds of companies in the United States operating under what is called a multi-level marketing business format. What is it? Lots of people like to call these businesses a pyramid scheme, and they'd be right. Looking at a typical MLM in terms of earnings of the total sales force, the top 1 to 3% of the sales force earns 90% of the commissions. So yes, playing the MLM game is playing the game of climbing the pyramid, but a legal and acceptable one. Why? Well, you're not locked into anything. Startup costs are negligible. Most MLMs aren't operating with some long-term contract of any kind, and the factors to your success is strictly dependent on you and your performance. There isn't some nefarious force that you weren't aware of pre-predicting who will succeed and who will fail. It's all up to you. A multi-level marketing company will normally begin by paying a startup fee. That will buy your beginning inventory of whatever the product is that you're selling, and this is done at wholesale prices. Now, what that does is create a wholesaler relationship between you and the main company. You are not their employee, and that's a big distinction later on when you file your own taxes. From day one, you start by selling products directly, usually to your family and friends, of course, selling at the higher regular sales price so that you can earn a commission. But you're doing something else important at the same time. You're convincing your customers, namely at first said family and friends, to become part of your sales team. By signing on as a member of your sales team, you earn a percentage of all of their sales as well. Once again, this layered earnings model is what brings to people's mind a pyramid scheme, and it is. But what makes it acceptable is that you're not stuck. Success is entirely up to you, and your destiny lies in your own hands. From a tax perspective, like most businesses, the accounting cycle will begin from the deposits received that will eventually be reported on a year-end Form 1099 Miscellaneous Box 7 Non-Employee Compensation. First point to clarify, the Form 1099 will not only include direct commissions earned, it will also include the fair market value of prizes, gifts, bonuses, trips, and car payments made on your behalf. It is important that you keep that in mind with any tax planning. As with any profit-making activity, you are able to deduct related operating expenses incurred to run your business. Whatever amount is left over is the net profit, assuming a positive number. That net profit is the income that is taxed. Okay, the second point to consider. Certain expenses can be high in an MLM business that make them a high audit target for the IRS, namely travel, meals, and auto expenses. Why these in particular? Because of the potential misclassification of personal vacations and date night? Yeah, that's pretty high. IRC Section 162, that's the business write-off rule. The rule that states business write-off must be ordinary and necessary. Ordinary and necessary. My friends, that's a loophole, but a dangerous loophole. The level of travel and meals are generally high naturally for these types of businesses, at least by industry averages. However, it is crucial to MLM proprietor to go the extra mile in collecting and keeping supplemental evidence and substantiation to go along with the basic proof of purchases. What am I talking about? For high travel and meals deductions, when you go to a seminar or convention or in any event, grab every flyer, itinerary, and any marketing material present. Make as many introductions as you can, grabbing as many business cards along the way, keeping a business journal, diary, or calendar, making notes for yourself sturdy enough to withstand the test of time and your lame memory. Imagine you're trying to paint a picture for an auditor. The more brochures, pamphlets, business cards, and personal stories that you can provide gives more color and validity to your high travel and meals deduction. For your auto deductions, once again, a naturally high deduction for most MLMs. But a mileage log is critical now more than ever to add credence to your gas purchases. One reason is because the productivity tools available make it just too darn easy for a responsible MLM proprietor to keep proper tally of business miles and the IRS knows it. In 2020, if you want full credit for a gas write-off, you best have a mileage log contemporaneously maintained, aka maintained daily. Be very mindful to keep track of your income throughout the entire year, making a checkpoint for yourself every 3 months. Why? You need to make quarterly estimated tax payments. MLM proprietors are taxed on the year-end profit of the business. The profit is treated as self-employed income charged with Social Security and Medicare tax, aka the self-employed tax, at a rate of 15.3% times your business profit. Every worker pays into this, but unlike an employee who pays with taxes withheld on every paycheck, it is the MLM proprietor's responsibility to pay as you go throughout the year. You do this by making quarterly estimated tax payments to the IRS on your own. It is better for the wallet and the heart to pay your MLM business taxes in small chunks throughout the year rather than paying the entire enchilada off at the end of the year when you file your tax return. Last word on this. What clients realize is that winning at the MLM game isn't about selling the product. It's about selling yourself or your lifestyle to other people, recruiting them as part of your sales team, thereby earning a percentage of their sales, allowing for you to reach quotas, relentlessly working to become an elite sales executive so that you could earn that coveted commission check. Cha-ching, baby! My experience, if you're willing to treat your MLM as a full-time job, say even a career, and put in the time and effort, the earnings potential for these MLMs is quite lucrative. And being your own boss, setting your own calendar under any circumstances is always nice. For the clients who treat their MLM business as a part-time gig, typically they don't last too long. Why? Well, not only do they discover the earnings potential is limited if you're only eating what you're killing, what you're personally selling, when you factor in the time, effort, and sacrifices to the rest of your family, remember house parties usually happen on the weekends, the desire to continue simply wanes after about 2 years. By the 3rd year, my client is telling me, Pat, I'm not doing that shit anymore. This has been today's Caliente topic. I thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.